Hey everyone, welcome back. Yes, so soon. I'm back so soon. We're gonna watch some more BINI. Okay, now I got the pronunciation right. Thank you to SANC because I was pronouncing it probably incorrectly most of the time. But there was a moment where I did say BINI, and that's okay. I just want to make sure I get the pronunciation right. So BINI, BINI it is. Look, I heard a lot from. Thank you for your comments and everything on the video. I appreciate your passion. I love when people are passionate about an artist they love and come out like that. And I think that's beautiful. You know, whether they're my kind of music or not, I'm always gonna support that, obviously. But what I've heard from a lot of people is that look, I didn't dislike the initial video, by the way, cherry on top. I was just like maybe it's a little too poppy for me, and people were saying, well, there's a they have a good variety of music, and that was what I was curious about. I didn't know if it was all the same kind of texture to it, or if they had different stuff going on. And so, usually, I'll take my recommendations from the video in the description. You can click there and comment below, and that's most of the time where I'll take recommendations from. But I did want to go and give BINI another shot, so I'm specifically I heard a couple of different ones being tossed around. Like just Orion 7234 said that for something calmer and more uplifting, Karera is a great pick, and we want to see them go full out with a stronger dance vibe. Definitely check out Shigidi. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but so yeah, I was kind of torn between those two. And then SANC, who left a nice detailed comment, the one that said BINI is the way it's pronounced. I appreciate their comment. They said, I recommend listening to Karera. This one is in Tagalog, so make sure to turn the subtitles on. The message of the song is great. Banger of a song. Most people's favorite. Choreo is great. It has sign language. One other thing I wanted to point out that SANC did comment. I don't want to pretend like, or I don't want you to feel like I'm not acknowledging this or just glossed over it. They said we always recommend doing a 3-in-1 video reaction per song: music video, dance practice, and wish bus performance. Which is really cool. I actually like that idea. Music video for the produced version, then dance to see the choreo, and the wish bus for live. That's really cool. But I'm gonna figure it out if I want to do something like that in the future, perhaps. But for me right now, I'm gonna stick with one video per video, and then I can always revisit a song in its for its dance practice or the live version. I know that's harder. It might be longer between each one, but for me, honestly, what it comes down to is I've got a format now where I'll watch it once through clean, talk about it a bit, then go back and watch it a second time, stopping and pausing along the way. And so that doesn't really lend itself to 3 separate versions of a performance. Because it would be for a really long video, and I don't really want to make the videos that long because I want to get to a lot of different artists and everything. But I definitely would love to see some dance practice and live vocals. I love hearing live vocals as well. That's cool. Wish Bus performances. So I guess the BINI do them pretty often if there's really that many versions of their songs. So with that Wish Bus, that's cool. So I'll definitely check out some of those in the future. Feel free to recommend me those. There was one person who commented a ton of stuff. What was it? Their handle is L4WD4U. Laud for you. And they just listed like pretty much a ton of their stuff. And it's pretty comprehensive, showing how many of them have like the dance practice and the wish bus performances. So I might refer to this as well. But sorry, for now I'm gonna just watch Karera. And they said with the subtitles on, so I will do that, and we'll go from there. Okay. So as always, I'm gonna go through a clean version with no stops, no pauses, and then I'll go back for an encore if I so choose. And then I might talk about the music video as well. I fully understand the music video is not the most important thing in the world, especially when it comes to music. It's really not. But I like having fun talking about the music videos. Jesus, this is dramatic as hell. Oh gosh, we got... Is that... What? Go back. Sorry, no more pauses. I just wanted to make sure that was actually cut. That way it was in my video. My bad. Jump cut. Crash landed. Jeez. Whoa. I like that. What if it's not a race? Okay. I'll say I'm liking this vibe a lot more. Yeah. Is there lore to this? Karera. Mm. That one hit so much better for me than Cherry on Top. Cherry was fun. Cherry on Top was fun. It's poppy. This one, obviously, it's all pop, right? It's B-pop, but there's shades to it, you know. And I love pop. I'm not saying that like I don't like pop, but it's just like, you know, there's degrees, and this is really really nice. Vocally, I just really liked a lot what was going on here, and then a lot more to appreciate. Again, if I knew these members more better, if I knew these members better, I would be able to point them out more easily. But definitely gave clear moments for a lot of them to shine. Absolutely. And then they also, by the way, happened to blast down from the stars, and they're like shining celestial beings. I don't know. Is there lore to BINI? Are they super creatures like actually from the stars? Because it doesn't really make the narrative doesn't make sense in a vacuum. But I don't know if that's just their thing. Wow, that was a lot of fun. I like that a lot. Yeah, that sold me right there. Let's do an encore, all right? And we'll stop. This one will stop and start as needed. Wow. Okay. Like how they just cut in like it's some TV show. The jump cut is crazy though. Like, did you? I'm so curious on the directorial and the editing decisions at play in some of these videos. That's one of the most dramatic jump cuts I've ever seen. Is it supposed to be like I'm very new to BINI, and I knew that those things falling from the sky were them. I didn't want to say it and make a fool of myself, but then it jump cuts to this. It's like, okay, what's the jump cut for here? Are you trying to cover up something like that they're not of this earth? Why are they like? I can't tell if they're supposed to be confused or what, but they just came in so stylish. They just dropped in like this. Already sounds amazing. Whoever that voice is, I love that voice. And then just a little in the background. Sometimes I catch myself worrying about things I can't control. Like that voice. Damn. I liked it a lot. Wow, I've really missed K-pop in its shows because this really captures that vibe. P-pop, as I've discovered. Look, I'm new to P-pop. If you're not aware, very new to BINI. I only watched their one video before this, Cherry on Top, and so this is my second BINI video, second P-pop ever. So very much this similar vein of K-pop and the vibe and everything. Just those moments were always so good in K-pop. So glad to get that feeling back. But I love the breakdown when it just cut out the music. It's almost like there's a BTS vibe to that as well. BTS does stuff like that. And just break it down a little bit. I think it could have really benefited from a really awesome like moments after that where just a lot of instrumentation comes together all at once and really ramps up. I don't think we fully get that, but I still appreciate what we got. And there's some fun instruments incorporated along the way too, different vibes. You sound so good. Wow. We went into the book. I love it. Love it. We're building. They all sound good. Oh. So cool. That's so cool. Come on, play it back for a bit. Just a little bit of percussion. So cool. They always have great little dance break moments. Beautiful backdrop. Like, what is this? Little solo moment there. I'd like to see more of that. Oh, but then the drum. Bongo drum. This is an awesome song. The lyrics are pretty simple. It's much of the same a lot. You know, life is not a race. You don't need to rush. Hey. Hold on. That's so cool. I just love what they did with that. When this comes in, it's just like it's bouncy. It's got the same vibe in the background. They sound great. And back to break it down. Really cool. Builds it all up and then takes the air out again. And then they're doing some celestial being ritual to summon themselves back up to the stars. Whoa. This is a beautiful little area they just got to dance around in and then go literally go out into the sunset in the sky. Color me impressed thoroughly. I loved this video and it's not even close. Cherry on top is not even close. And look, I don't have time right now. See, look, I'm already at 20 minutes with just this one video. Already over 20 minutes. So I don't have time to do the dance performance and the live version, but I would love to hear it. I would love to see both of those. So I'll gladly will return to this song at some point because I thought the dance was fun. And BINI, just from the two videos I've seen, they have these nice little moments where it's like them all dancing, but you only get a snippet of it. So the dance practice is got to be really insightful when it comes to that. Just a lot of fun. Love the energy and the vocally just firing on all cylinders here. I mean, this is top notch stuff. Really like it's like they sounded good in Cherry on Top, but this really highlights their voices and their talent in a different way. You know, much more. Does a much better job at highlighting each of them, and the voices just thriving in this fun song. Really good vibe, bouncy, varied. You know, there's a through line. You know, little things like that. There's constant, and then the moments where they break it down a little bit. But they vary it up between that, and it makes for a really really fun song. Wow, and a lot of fun to watch. Okay, so high marks for me. I'm totally in. Like this is the perfect song to sell someone on on BINI for sure. I don't know. The only thing I'm worried about is that is this peak BINI? Have I just gone to the best song now? Whatever. Either way, you gotta give them their flowers for this. Loved it. This is taking me back to the K-pop that I loved and why I really fell in love with K-pop years ago. And so this is doing that for me with P-pop right here. Love it. Thank you so much for the recommendation. And like I said, click on the link in the description to specifically send me more on BINI or any other artists you're interested in. You know, I'd love to, shed some light on other P-pop artists as well if they're out there and you're listening to them too. Yeah, this is a tough thing because I remember when I was getting into Girls' Generation. And as much as I watched a lot of their music, it still was like, aside from Taeyeon, who I specifically loved, it was hard to highlight the specific members, even after seeing multiple videos from them. So it'll probably be difficult with this group as well, but I would love to really get dialed in on what voices I like the most and who they belong to. Because it's like really get a splits, you get little moments with these girls, but they're gone. And then a couple little rap moments which were fun too, and still bounced on the same vibe, which was really cool. Yeah, love it. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on music, more BINI, more any artists really. I'm just trying to expose myself to as much music as possible and share my love for music. So thank you. Sound off below with your thoughts, and until the next one.